Hey Argos, if you're still exploring the perfect major for you or exactly what you want to do with your major, Holland Codes are a really great tool to do some self-assessment, look at your interests and find career options that align with those. So just a quick background, John Holland's theory is that there are 6 types of people and therefore 6 corresponding types of work environments. And, it's likely that you're most satisfied working in a work environment that is similar to your interests. So Holland Codes, you can also see it called RICEX. These are the acronym letters for the different codes, are areas that are arranged into a hexagon shape based on how similar they are to one another. Thus, the shape that you'll see here on the screen, also called Holland's hexagon. So these are the different Holland codes. And again, say if you were to score the highest in conventional, it's likely that you will then score second highest in realistic or enterprising. So they're kind of arranged by being next to the ones that they're the most similar to. So I'm going to go over a quick overview of all of the different Holland codes, what they mean, an explanation of the ideal work environment if you are this code, and then some examples, just a few examples per each for majors that you may be interested if you find that when I describe the code, you really align with the likes, you have the same dislikes, and it sounds like your ideal work environment. So we're going to start off with realistic. If you are in this category, it may mean that you really like working outside, using specific machines, possibly working with sports and athletics. It's work where you have, really tangible work. It is very, practical in its nature. This may mean that you dislike paperwork. You may value space over working closely with others. You may dislike abstract thinking and abstract concepts in your work or being stuck in an office. Therefore, the ideal work environment will have tangible results, limited contact with others, it may have a more casual dress, and there will be clear authority and hierarchy in the structure of the workplace. So again, just a few examples of majors that have a lot of work options in these environments are computer science, engineering, supply chain management, geology, and marine biology. Next up is the investigative. So if you are in this category, it could mean that you are more idea-driven than physical activity-driven. So you may prefer searching for facts and figures and solving problems. Dealing a lot with math and science in your work over, you might dislike being in roles where you are, constantly using your leadership skills, you're really selling products or ideas to people and persuading their opinions. You may also dislike physical labor. So this could lead to an ideal work environment that is unstructured, so you have some freedom in your work styles, some independence, time on your own space. It could, be dealing with research labs where, you could be at a university doing computer-related industries, science or medical fields, or even working in journalism. So some examples of majors, if you find that you agree with these statements of the investigative code, are anthropology, chemistry, psychology, history, economics, and environmental science. Artistic, as the name kind of explains, you like creative and art-driven activities where you can express yourself. Could be, with art, dance, music. And you'll like this over highly ordered structure where there's repetition in your work or a restraint on your creativity. Some ideal work environments, are going to be more unstructured and free in nature where you have the opportunity to be creative. So, this could be in a theater, concert hall, advertising, PR, libraries. There's a lot of opportunities in education as well. So some majors could be English, sport management, music, fine art, theater, communication, and marketing. Social means that you like helping others, making a difference, whether this is giving advice or promoting personal growth. You may dislike working with data, heavy numbers, using machinery, things along that nature. So the ideal work environment could be unstructured settings where you can really get to know others, working with others one-on-one, communicating with others a lot in a team setting or in a helping setting. So this could be in schools, the medical health fields, working for nonprofits or social services. So some social majors are education, management, political science, communication, athletic training, and social work. Enterprising, means being more so on the political and business side of things. So starting up and carrying out projects, leading others, selling ideas. It may mean taking risks for profit, and that sort of thing excites you. Again, success in a political nature, influence over others. And then you may dislike sort of more observation work, so sitting back and just observing, where there's more scientific and analytical thinking at play. So an ideal work environment would be a business or a large organization where you're working heavily with others. There's a lot of different variety in this work on the day-to-day. You may be able to rise to power in leadership positions and status, and it could mean, being your own boss and being an entrepreneur. So some enterprising majors are business administration, marketing, political science, international business, communication, and global hospitality and tourism management. And the final Holland Code is conventional. So if you are in this category, could mean that you like working with data, numbers, you're very detail and organization oriented, where you have routines and set procedures in your work. You may dislike settings where there's, unstructured activities and you feel like you have a lack of direction in your tasks. So the ideal work environment is often in support service roles where there's a clear structure of the organization. You don't have much preference over working with yourself versus others, and you like to receive exact instructions on a project. So this is common in corporate offices, business offices, and accounting firms. And then the final set of majors, again, just a few options are computer science, finance, supply chain management, mathematics, economics, and environmental science. Of course, there's tons of majors out there. There's a lot of, options within each of the ones that I've mentioned. And, you may find that you are a combination of different codes. So I really encourage you to explore these further, and you can do so on Focus to Career. We have an entire webpage on the site through our UWF CDCE website, and we also have a full video on this that will be linked on our YouTube page and located on the same page of our online career resources. So thank you very much. Good luck choosing your major.